Select the one sentence of the four listed that best meets the requirements of standard written English. Taking a look at our choices, we can see that the word that changes in all of them is the conjunction. In other words, the word connecting the two clauses, with clause 1 being, many people use spray sunscreen to protect their skin from the sun's rays, and clause 2 being, it's a quick and easy way to apply sunscreen. As we can see, our four options for conjunctions are and, but, because, and therefore. Even before we take a look at each one and see which would make an appropriate conjunction for our sentence, we can get an idea of how these two clauses connect. The second clause is explaining the first clause and telling us that spray sunscreen being quick and easy to apply is the reason why many people use it to protect their skin. With this in mind, let's look for the conjunction that best implies an explanation. And, as we see in the first choice, suggests adding an additional something to the first clause. As the second clause doesn't add additional information, but rather expounds on the previously mentioned information, this can be marked as incorrect. But implies a contradiction. As we saw earlier, the second clause explains the first clause, which is almost the opposite of contradicting it. Therefore, we can mark this as incorrect. Because implies reasoning. In this sentence, the because connects the two clauses by indicating that the second clause will now explain the first. As this is what we're looking for, we can see that this is our final answer. And because we've already gone through three choices, we can take a quick look at choice 4 just to be sure. Therefore actually swaps the order of explanation and implies that clause 1 explains clause 2. As this doesn't make sense in our context, we can mark this as incorrect and stay with our final answer of C.